Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Lucid. We're hopping back into our game with Sceleria in the Crucible. It is turn 33. As you can see, we are pretty close to being caught up. I'm on turn 46 in real time. And I have been binge recording, trying to get us caught up after I decided I was indeed going to record this. I wasn't sure I was going to record the game because it's kind of another undead theme to the nation, and I feel like I've already done a lot of those. So while I would like to bring you diversity, I also do really like the undead theme. And, yeah, God, this nation is so strong. It's so strong and so versatile without having much magic path access. So turn 33, we have a message from Agartha. Sure, forging you a hammer this turn, it'll cost you 15 E-gems for the hammer and 5 for the mage turn. That's pretty damn expensive. If you don't have that much E, we can arrange something, but as much as Agartha needs E are much more valuable to me than anything else. So, I had asked him if he can forge me a hammer. He said he's going to go ahead and make it. I'm not sure I'm going to buy it for this. For one thing, he probably already has a hammer, so it's going to cost him 12. I mean, not 12. 13 to make it. So he'll be getting 7 E-gems for it, which is not unreasonable. This is not an unreasonable request, but it is a bit expensive. And looking at it, actually, I'm probably going to want my own hammers. And because I have an Earth Lady somewhere running around, I can just empower her, and she can make hammers for me. I have an okay income with 4. I'll be able to empower in not too long. So I think I message him in Steam and say, hey man, hold off on it. Let's go ahead. Okay, we have another Mound King that got picked off with an arrow, Seeking Arrow. We've cast Twiceborn a couple times. We found a magic site in Enchanted Field, and we found another site, Garden of Frozen Flowers. This is a Water 1 site, and this one, Enchanted Field, I think that's... What is that? I think it's an Astral one. Oh no, Nature one. And then we have some battles. There's a battle in Yis. So, if you recall, last turn I was moving my guys to attack him, but it appears he's attacking me, and what that means is I think he has a couple more mages come out of his fort. But that is a lot of Movark Knights. So, let's see how this goes. We do get Rigor Mortis up, so that's pretty damn important. But he has so many knights, he may chew through me before all is said and done. We are killing a lot of the flame jellies, but we are running out of undead. If we look at the fatigue situation, which is really what we're relying on, we're getting close to that critical fatigue threshold, but we are not close enough, I don't think. If I had another maybe 400 troops, we might get there. We're at 74, 83. We're so close to that critical fatigue threshold. Some of them have crossed it, but he gets the rout. And our twice-born mage will, it looks like, be killed, and that is that. So, we lost, and we killed 3 flame jellies, which is nothing really to write home about with spending 700 units. So that's pretty damn comical. Yeah, would have rather had that guy do something else. But you can see we were close. We were so close. We almost hit that fatigue threshold. I really needed... I want to say 400 more guys, probably. I might have been able to get by with 200. 400 more, I think I would have won. But anyway, I didn't have 400 more. And unfortunately, I think if we look at the retreat details, all my guys were retreated because I think they cut my retreat path off, so I lost all my Mound Kings, which is the real tragedy here. This guy was twice-born, but my Mound Kings, ooh, I lost all of them, so that is 9 times 3. That's like 27 death gems I lost. So that was painful. There's a battle in Nuptia. I just sent a little squad in here. I didn't even bother to, set them up with any kind of script, but fortunately there's no PD. And he's attacking me here. Just pinging me, it looks like. Or was this me attacking him? No, it was him attacking me. I guess he pinged me. Looks like we finally got some... Okay, this is a bad event. Lose population. This is a plague event. And then we got some gems, so that was kind of nice. But still, we are far behind in the luck game on this game. So if we look at it, he cut off my retreat paths, which was unfortunate. I was trying to move here where I would have a retreat path, but it didn't end up working out. I really should have moved here. So that was kind of as bad as it could have gone. But, you know, zooming out, I'm raiding his stuff, and I'm going to go sit on top of this fort. I am eventually going to just wear him down. He doesn't really have any means to attack me, but anyway, this is a pretty big blow. I'm not worried about losing this war, but it does mean that I'm not going to win it very quickly. Because, yeah. So, instead I'm going to transition, I think, into fighting Cetis. So I'm going to start moving a lot of troops onto this border, and we're going to attack the shit out of Cetis. I feel bad about this because Cetis got attacked really early by Man, and he is fighting back, and I support people playing hard and staging comebacks as Cetis is doing, and I'm rooting for him, but I am also going to send in a huge army to kill him. So that is my conflict. What else? For research, we ran up Alteration some. We're going all the way up to Alteration 6. Enchantment 6 gives me a few things. I have Anti-Magic, which I can pop. I have Rigor Mortis, which is quite good. I have Grip of the Winter, which is okay, but not very good versus Alteration is going to give me the All-Powerful Darkness, which will allow me... I can't use this in the water, unfortunately. But it will really absolutely dominate any land battles, especially against Yis, who relies on defense. So, yeah, land battles are going to go a lot better once I have darkness, and we are beelining it for that. As you can see, we did get this fort up, so that is a small victory here, because this was very risky, building a fort where Yis could easily raid. So, yeah, pretty happy about that. What was here? Looks like we found a scout in Sceleria. We will not have any scouting. We're building a palisade here, and I'm building a palisade here. I actually started last turn with this one. This one I started 2 turns ago. So this one I'll definitely get. This one may be contested, we'll see. This is a nice province to have, because with undead in it, it's a cave, which is pretty damn hard for other people to take from me. So, kind of a pretty safe spot. We're going to go hop on top of this, and then we're going to go raid all up in here. That is kind of the plan. We're going to raid here. These guys are probably going to die. If I were Yes, I would probably move a small squad here and a small squad here, and then maybe a squad here. The thing is, after they win a nice big battle like that, they can kind of split up and stop a lot of my raiding because they're not having to worry about doom stacks of mine. And yeah. So that's basically it for this turn. Cetis is going to be our focus, though, now. I've given up. With losing that battle and not even killing a single Movark, and then I'm going for Alteration to get Darkness, but that's not really going to help me underwater. There's some other things I could do. Like I can do Friendly Currents, which helps underwater a little bit. And it does work a little bit with the Fatigue strategy because it gives encumbrance to enemies. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to win a big fight underwater, I don't think. So we're kind of giving up on this, but I can't sit idly by, so instead I'm going to raid, but try to dodge his main armies, and then I'm mainly going to focus on taking Cetis's land and adding to the wonderful Scalerian Empire. So that is this turn. Next turn is turn 34. We get some more some more gold from Marignon, which it seems really nice that he's doing it, but he's also holding this territory, which really should be mine. So, anyway, really like these two. So I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna deal with that in a minute. Okay, this guy got picked off. These arrows are pretty annoying. But it costs him more air gems than it cost me death gems. And losing the undead attached to these guys doesn't matter. And not all of them are killing him, so it's like probably he has like a 60-70% kill rate. But when it doesn't kill them, it leaves me quite happy. So it's not really gem efficient, though it kind of is nice to pick off raiders. We had some battles. Here we are attacking Yis, and he did not move any raiders in. We can see druids here, which are really the only sign that this is probably his big army, this is probably a small army. So it looks like he's going to come and probably try to take this from me. So we're going to dodge him. I'm assuming this group is going to move here. And so we're going to just leave one skeleton on top and move these guys off, and we'll take this. And this group, assuming this group moves here, this group is going to move here. And I'm assuming that his smaller... Or no, this is his small group. I'm assuming his big group will probably come to defend this or take this. So I don't assume there's going to be anybody really defending this. So I think this is a pretty safe move, moving here. And then moving here. These guys we're going to pillage. There's a chance he comes and attacks me. If so, these guys are going to die. If he does not attack me, then we're going to dramatically reduce the income for this province for a good long while. In terms of events, more disease events, another bad event, increases unrest, and then another, this is kind of a neutral event. So only bad stuff for events so far, really, which is unfortunate. Oh, we also had a battle here. I decided to take the throne last turn. I didn't show you, but basically I've got a communion set up. We're going to be doing Rigor Mortis, which will help deal with some of the astral stuff. And basically we're just going to charge in. This should be pretty easy. If you recall, this throne is just a bunch of archers with some astral mages. So they'll do some damage, but this is, in my opinion, one of the best things about this nation. Because you can do communions and you can do the holy communions, you can get your level, like all the level 5 holy spells off really, really reliably on your undead. And some of them will give you the attack buff, like Unholy Power, which you can do battlefield-wide, gives you 4 additional attack, which is really big. And then it also increases your attack speed, so they just sprint across the battlefield now. And you can basically put that up every fight. It makes your troops much better. And you can see we just do so much damage now. And we'll speed this up. We basically sprint into the back line, and that is the end of this Throne Province. And let's see what Throne Province we get. It's the Throne of Fortune, which is really good. I don't have any luck, so I will appreciate getting a luck scale. Maybe it will possibly turn my horrible misfortune around, and I will get a few good events before this is all said and done. And then 2 Astral is most appreciated. And then the Dominion push is not bad either. So very, very happy to be taking that. We're going to start building a palisade immediately. And we're going to put a lab down. The reason is because we're basically going to keep these guys here and set up a research station. Yeah. I could have moved them to a province with the lab, but might as well keep them here. We'll have them reanimate horsemen. I'm probably going to put a lab here anyway. Yeah. So that's basically that. 1 month left on this fort, 2 months left on this one. Yeah, 2 months. So it's still pretty safe, though it could get attacked. Anything else? Let's watch this. We have a battle with Man and Satis. So Man has come out and is trying to push off Satis, but there's no way this is going to work. Or it could. Oh man, are they going to snipe the commanders? Almost. Oh, he was so close. He almost got it. That was actually a really good script. Almost got it, but could not quite pull it off. And we've been through the events, so that's basically it. I'm sending a message to Satis saying, "Sir, it's come to our attention that the lizards have been smuggling death gems out of the kingdom of Sceleria. We intend to reclaim those stolen gems and other valuables from these rebels. we're sending in several inspectors to deal with the matter. Council of Sceleria. I do dislike attacking weakened nations, but we're basically going to do it. This should be an army sufficient to one-turn crack this fort. We are also sending in some mages to support so that we can be dropping Power of the Sepulchre so that they are quite buffed, and we will also have gems to do anti-magic and rigor mortis, though I don't think I've scripted any of that this turn because I don't want to waste anything on PD. Yeah, and we're sending some dudes here. But anyway, this should work. So just as Satis gets a strong footing against man and some forts back and a win or two, we are going to take this all out from under him. So that's quite unfortunate for him, but this is the business that we need to be in. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it for this turn. We're going to go ahead and do the next turn, which is turn 35. And we have a message from Marignon. I'm cutting down your income share in recognition of your comment about the provinces. With your scales and your number of forts, it's just not that funny. Sorry for the late turns. Dad is ill. I'll have to go out of town. May need a sub. So, actually, this is the point I need to share some diplomacy that happened out of game. Outside of the game, Marignon messaged me and basically said that... Okay, so what I said is our nap had expired, and I said, well, we could potentially renew it, but I want these two provinces back. Because you're plenty big, you don't really need to be any bigger. You're the biggest nation by far. You said you would only take this. I'm not very big. I've been doing all the legwork fighting Yis. And, yeah, I want these two. Otherwise, I'm not going to conquer Yis. So, yeah, I'm going to take these. If we're going to have a nap. Otherwise, we'll see. And he got really upset that I didn't want to renew my nap. And he sent me like a really nasty personal message saying, screw you, etc., etc. And then that went with this message too. So I think he probably does have some personal stuff going on, which always makes it harder to have a good attitude in games. But somebody not renewing a nap is not a cause to be upset in a game. It's kind of like only one guy can win. It's not like you can have a team victory. And if you're the biggest player and somebody doesn't renew a nap with you, it's kind of no surprise. So, yeah, anyway. It would have been smart of him to probably give these to me, and then... Or to fight me, if he thought he had an edge. But, yeah. So anyway, we have... let's go through all the events, or all the messages. A message from Abyssia. He's basically saying he's going to need an extension, so I'll put that in. And he's also said that he's going to stall before he does anything with Marignon. And I had said, yes, hey, you had a good victory. I didn't show you, but last turn, basically, I sent a message saying, okay, we can have peace if you want. I'll leave you be in the water. And then he says, unless that offer comes with reclaiming the land you took, referring to these provinces here, these three on the land, then they're sort of dead in the water, if you'll pardon the pun. Which I totally get. I would probably do the same thing. But... Because I really hate it when people attack me, and then if they can't finish me, then I'm like, okay, I'm going to fight you to the end of the game. And I've done that. I typically... No, I did that in my Lemuria game. So, in that case, it worked because not only could the person not finish me, but eventually I knew I would chip away and eat their land. In this case with Yis, he's not going to be able to take any provinces from me once I get a fort on them. It's just not going to happen. Not for the whole game. So he really should accept peace and then get bigger and then come back and hit me, in which case he might have an economy where he could take some stuff. But as it stands right now, it's just not going to happen. Okay, so anyway, let's watch. Okay, there's more Seeking Arrows. They killed a Mound King, and they killed another Mound King. And they hit one of my white mages, which is quite annoying, and they gave him a little affliction, but at least it didn't kill him. We found a magic site at Deep Crevasse, which is quite nice. It gives us another Earth Gem. Graveyard of the Damned, this is a Death 2 site, so that's really good. And then a Living Sediment, which I don't actually know what that does. Okay, 1 Nature Gem in our little lake. And I think that's it for site searching. So quite a good turn in terms of site searching. For the battles, this is us attacking Satis. I think he probably just has like 6 PD here, so nothing really to see. But I will let you watch our elephants go meh. Okay. And Yis is attacking me in Nuptia, which I've got a little squad. And he's got a big squad, and these guys are going to just rain murder on me. Mound King, will you survive? Yes, perfect. And Hippocampus's Fortune. Who's casting Foul Vapors? Did I cast that? Who the hell is casting Foul Vapors? Because that's something I would cast, not something you would cast. I guess this guy cast it, huh? So anyway, we wasted some gems, and it looks like this is a spell that does require nature gems. So he just poured out a boatload of nature gems to kill some chaff. I don't even know, they might get 1 Mound King out of this whole thing. Yeah, okay. I can live with that. Yeah, we got a Movark Knight too. I think that was maybe from Poison, but I'm not sure. And okay, that's a good trade when you look at all the gems he spent. So I will take that. And then in Small C we get attacked. With another anti-raiding squad, and we just have 1 undead, so we lose that. And then there is a battle here. This is attacking on top of Sceleria's fort. And he has some mages here too, so this is a Marshmaster. So it looks like he was expecting that I might attack him. I had a lot of troops on the border, so it was pretty clever. A Revenant here too. Not sure what good he's going to do. So he puts up Foul Vapors, and normally I would bless myself, but I think I forgot. And so I'm not going to get poison resistance, so I'm probably going to lose a couple guys. And there we go. Unfortunately, let's see, I think I lost a guy. Oh no, I didn't. I got lucky. I probably should have lost somebody. But we killed 1 Marshmaster, which is nice, because they're really hard to kill inside of fort walls. And then finally we attack him here in Baptizer, and we are probably going to clear out his PD. This is probably 6 PD. You don't need to watch that. More plague stuff. This actually is an okay plague event. It's kind of bad and kind of good. Mostly bad. Where's that in Sceleria? Yeah, so our capital is plagued. Not super awesome. We've lost some Dominion. This is also a plague event. We did get some, okay, a positive event. We got 10 PD in a province I'm going to lose to Yis, so that doesn't even really help us. And heat +3, that's a bad event. Yeah, so more bad events. One of our guys popped back up as a white mage. Oh! You know what happened? I think this guy was underwater and then they attacked. And anyway, this arrow killed him. But it says he survived because it respawned him as a white mage. So I think the arrow killed him and then he respawned, is how that worked. We've killed some scouts. And importantly here, you can see we successfully pillaged Old Flood. And so when we pillaged them, here's how pillaging works. Some people haven't really done it before. Depending on how many guys you have pillaging, it's going to determine the damage you do. We killed 1,500 population. That's permanent. And then we got 143 gold for it. And we made a shit ton of unrest. So this province, which once used to be very, very profitable, is now kind of a pile of junk for the next while. Which at some point maybe I will have the whole ocean and I will regret having pillaged it, but until then I'm quite glad that this income is not Yis's. So anyway, we're going to storm this castle post-haste. I think... Did I do it? Okay, yeah, I've scripted Divine Blessing now, so hopefully I won't get affected by foul vapors. And you can see the script here. I've got Power of the Sepulchre coming out really quick. And then Power of the Spheres, and then Rigor Mortis, and then Horde of Skeletons. And this guy... I don't know what I'm doing with Unholy Blessing here. That really should be like Unholy Power. And this will get any of the Skelly spam between then and... Well, I don't know. Probably doesn't matter. So yeah, we're basically storming the castle. This army is going to move here, and we're going to raid this temple. I want to go ahead. Man had told me they were trying to dom kill Satis, so they had stealthy preachers out here killing Satis's dominion. So I'm going to potentially help with that and try to wipe out these temples. And we're going to basically ping this throne and see what he's got in there. We're going to send a scout to see if a fort's going up, and we're going to send somebody else to ping it. See what he's got going on. And we're also moving in more reinforcements, especially in terms of mages. We're going to get a core in that can do some real skelly spamming. This guy, since we have pillaged, we're going to move this way. We're going to basically be sending in little raiding squads that will probably die into each of these provinces. This palisade is one turn away from finishing. This one did finish. If I had money, I would put a temple up, but I don't. Yeah, so that's basically it for this turn, and I think that means it is the end of this episode. So thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed.